Hi, welcome, and this is the market update for April 2020, Middlesex County, Boston area, Massachusetts. So I want to give you an update because I think it's really important that we give our buyers and sellers an understanding of what's happening in the market right now. We're seeing a shortage of inventory, and we're seeing active buyers trying to make decisions but being put in multiple bid situations often. So we've had 13 offers on one house, we had 8 on another, 4 on another, and 3 on another. So some of these offers are being won by our team, some of them are not, and also we're seeing multiple offers on our listings as well. So what I wanted to do is give you kind of a snapshot of where we are right now, April 2020. And based on the COVID-19 effects here in Massachusetts and on real estate. So here we go. You ready? I wanted to give you a little snapshot of where we were for 2019 versus 2020. So for single family homes in Middlesex County, in 2019 there was 4,022 closed sales, and in 2019 there were 4,022 sales, and in 2020 there's 3,441 sales. So you're looking at a 14% deficit based on the month of April. Now remember, month of April we weren't really actively or were limited in terms of our selling ability as real estate professionals. However, there's only a 14% drop. Really, really important when you look at the numbers. So the median sales price went up, actually, 11.4% on single-family houses. So, and new listings, just so that you know where we are from a new listing standpoint, and this is just for single-family homes in Middlesex County, we're looking at year-to-date from April of 2019, we had 7,960 homes on the market. And April 2020, guess what? 50% of the inventory is on the market. We only have just around 3,900 homes on the market. So you're looking at half the inventory. What does that mean to you as a seller? It means this is the time. This is the time to capitalize, because what you want to do is look at what your supply and demand is. When the demand is so high, this is the time to launch your property out in the market. And as a buyer, you want to just make sure that you're as competitive as possible when you're presenting an offer forward. And we're going to talk a little bit about that strategy too towards the end of this call for both sellers and buyers, and for you to be aware of that process when you're going through it. So let me just switch gears here. So, in summary, it's a decrease of 50% of inventory. It's crazy in terms of single family houses in kind of that amount of reduction. In condos, just on a different note, closed sales for 2019 was 1,791 homes versus 2020, 1,391 homes, for just a decrease of 22%. In all of this, March to April, and just this month of April, you're seeing just a 22% decrease. However, same thing. Median sales price went up from $382,000 to $432,000, or a 13% increase in the median sales price. So when you look at what's out there, as it relates to this inventory, it's actually a reduction in inventory, meaning the supplies, the months of supply for both single family and multifamilies, as well as condos, are actually decreasing. When we look at these numbers, you're looking at just for new listings for condos. Let me just finish that. For new listings for condos, in 2019 we saw 3,152 new listings, and in 2020, again, 1,485 new listings, or 52% reduction in sales, new listings on the market. So you look at these numbers, you're like 52% reduction, super high demand, interest rates are spot on, Buyers are hungry to buy something. They know that the value's out there for trying to get activity and for them to take and capitalize on the interest rates. So it's a really, really unique time in the market. So you know what? I wanted to show you this. This is actually pretty interesting. This is statistics from ShowingTime. ShowingTime statistics for North America from March to April actually declined almost 40% decline in March from what we typically would see as an increase in showing activity. And this is from statistics from ShowingTime, which is our tool to track the actual number of showings that are happening within our particular market. But that's across North America. And just specifically in Massachusetts, we see that there was a decrease of, again, almost in March, almost 30 to 40%. But what we're finding right now is that the inventory is coming back on, but the showing activities drastically increased. So it's actually coming parallel to where it was in the last year for the number of showings for our particular properties that are on the market currently. So I just want to share it with you. This is an interesting time in real estate because there's active buyers out there. Sellers are either going to aggressively market their houses and put them on, and or just pause and say, I'm going to take a break. What I'm seeing right now is that there's those sellers that are just going to say, I'm going to pause and let's see how this goes. But the sellers that are putting their houses on the market right now are actually getting more money for their homes than they would if they were in a more competitive market because there's less inventory. So if you're considering making a move, this may be a good time to sell. If you're trying to make a purchase, this may be challenging for you. However, we've got strategies and tactics to get our clients' offers accepted. And we've seen this time and time again. What we've done is we've changed our little approach in the recent weeks because what we're finding is that these approaches are actually getting our buyers' offers accepted. And we're doing that creatively with all kinds of different tools and different processes that we go through. So there's a systematic way in which we actually work with our buyers to help them achieve their goals of getting their home that they want. And we have a variety of different levels to approach it so that we can guide them the right way. So if that's of interest, let us know. We're happy to help you. Now, the COVID challenges. We have some clients that are just saying, I want to actually put my house on the market, but I don't want to show it at all. I actually did a virtual showing with the seller walking some buyers through a house virtually via FaceTime. So they're actually showing the property to the buyer clients themselves because they don't want anybody in the house, myself included. So we did a video in the beginning. We did a tour. And what we do is we do a tour of the house, a virtual tour, and we do a video walkthrough tour of the house. And what we do is we're posting it out there. They don't want to see an increase in traffic, so what they're doing is they're actually doing and shooting the walkthrough and doing a real-time walkthrough of the house. And so we're taking different approaches to and for our clients to help them achieve their goals, which is getting their home sold. In addition to that, we're actually working with buyers virtually too. So we've actually sold a house 100% virtually. Buyer was actually in California. We actually walked through the house virtually with them, showing them every single thing in the house. And one of our team agents actually walked through a couple times with them, and the buyers pulled the trigger, moved forward, and took the next steps to actually purchase a property. And they're really, really grateful for that because there was a multiple bid situation on that home as well. So based on the COVID situation, we're dealing with not having open houses at this very moment. We're dealing with scheduling showings for our clients, block showings that are allowing us to coordinate, making sure that everybody's safe. We're having proper shoe covers, masks, gloves intact and in place for both buyers and agents, so that for any one of our listings, there's special protection in place so that we can make sure that everybody's safe. And what we're trying to do is make sure that we do the right thing by everyone, because what we want to do is keep everybody safe in this crazy time of this COVID-19 pandemic. So what we're finding, though, is that doing it the right way has allowed us to elevate our game, and we're doing some things differently for some of our clients' homes, and we're doing this virtually, and we're seeing a really, really good response from it, because both the agents and their clients are actually being receptive to this process. And it's a new process for everyone, but what we're finding is that there's actually strong interest in this approach. So if you're interested in learning more about what we're doing and how we're doing that for our clients, please reach out to us. We'd be honored to help in any way. Again, the inventory levels are low across the board in all the areas. We're north of Boston. In the areas that we serve, Winchester, Arlington, Lexington, Stoneham, Wakefield, Medford, Melrose, North Reading. And so what we do is we make sure that we cover all those towns and really get a good sense for the people that are out there that need help. And what we're doing is serving them the best we can. So if you need any help, or if you have questions or concerns, reach out to us. We'd be happy to help in any way we can. And down below, you'll find all the information. All right. Thanks very much for our market update for April. Look forward to our June update, which will be coming out, and we'll give you an update about that. We'll give you a little teaser about it ahead of time. We'll show you what the trends are. But I will tell you that I think we're going to see more activity happening in because of the push that we've seen here. So, meaning push of March, April, May is going to be pushing to the end of June, July, and August kind of time frame here for these sales. So stay tuned, stay in touch, and we'll be sure to connect with you. If you have any other questions, please reach out to us. We're happy to help in any way we can.